Hello everyone and welcome to the Magnum channel. Today we are going to be pattern testing these two Mossberg shotguns, and what we got here is we have a Mossberg 535 and we have a brand new Mossberg 935. So these are both 3.5-inch chambered guns. Of course, the difference is this one is a pump action, this one is a semi-automatic, but the other big difference here is that of course this gun has a standard 12 gauge bore and this gun has an overbore. It's got about a 10 gauge, like a 10 gauge barrel on it. So if you look at the specs on the Carlson's choke tube website, you look at the chokes down here. I've got Carlson chokes in both of these guns. Mossberg 935 cylinder choke has a diameter of .774. So 774 caliber. The full choke is 727. Whereas for the 535, the Mossberg Browning and Vector chokes, the cylinder is 730 and the full choke is 700. So we have a good bit of difference there. We're going to do today is going to be the birdshot test. We're going to pattern two different loads of birdshot, and we're going to chamber. We're going to do a 3.5-inch test, and we're also going to do a 2 3/4-inch test and see how they pattern. Okay, the first load today is the Federal. This is the hole from a Federal Top Gun. I've got this loaded with 1 1/8 ounce of number 8 shot. This is loaded with long shot. So I haven't actually chronographed these, but they're moving along pretty fast. And we'll see how this patterns out of the 535. We're shooting this at 35 yards. Full choke. Alright, the next load up is our Mossberg 935. Same thing. Federal 1 1/8 ounce. This is my hand load, 1 1/8 ounce of number 8 with long shot. 35 yards, full choke. Same as before. Okay, we are set back up at 35 yards. We have the Mossberg 935 first this time. This time we're going to be shooting the Winchester Expert Snow Goose. This is a 3.5-inch BB load, rated at 1,550 feet per second. 1 3/8 ounces, full choke, Carlson's Waterfowl Delta. Last and final load for the day is the Mossberg 535, again with the Winchester Snow Goose Expert 3.5-inch BB. Let's see what happens after the 535. Carlson's full choke, waterfowl choke, 35 yards. Alright. Winchester Snow Goose. Gonna show a shot with the recoil. Stiff. Yeah, that was while I was working the pump action. Right, Snow Goose, Mossberg 935. Okay guys, and here we see the results section. Show you the targets. This is the Mossberg 535 1 1/8 ounce full choke number 8, and this gun is consistently patterned just low where I was holding, so you can kind of see there we have our nice center of the shot pattern there. Quite a few pellets. We go over to the 935. This gun seems to pattern a little bit high, and I might have pushed it to the left a little bit there. You can kind of see the pattern over here. So, you know, overall, both targets for being 35-yard shots are pretty well covered in holes. I was going to give a point. I would say I'm going to give a point to the 535 on pattern density for this particular target. Okay, here again, now we have the Winchester Snow Goose, 35 yards, again, full choke. 535 versus the 935. And we can see again here, decent pattern for both guns. Now it looks like, especially on this one, you notice it's higher. When you flip it over, looks like you can really see that tighter pattern up in here. So that's sort of interesting there. So I'm going to give a point to a 935 on this one. Definitely threw a tighter pattern with the full choke and the snow goose. Alright guys, and then one cheater target I actually threw in. This is the modified choke for the Mossberg 935. So there's an interesting comparison there. Kind of a nice even spread. So you can see with your full choke, again, there's that pattern up in there. And then here's your modified choke. So, pretty interesting.